Alright. Apparently we're live. Apparently. So
Hey!
Don't say fuck or bugger.
yeah, basically
No,
don't swear straight off the bat. Every single time Luke is on the stream, it's instantly like swear word drop within 10 seconds.
No, I said not to say it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, every time. To be fair, it was going to happen one way or another. Anyway, Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, which was a bit of a change. It was supposed to be on Pickles, and Pickle is down there in the view side of
bottom
it.
left, apparently.
Yes, you are. That actually all, like, it's all working right. So, yeah. We're going to be chilling, chatting. Luke is the only one that's got a camera down. Has anyone else got a camera down screen?
Yeah, I got a camera down screen.
I'm putting it to good use at the moment.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, showing us what he's having to drink.
So,
Very nice.
and yeah, we're just going to be chatting, painting, doing whatever. That's as much as an introduction as you're going to get. And you'll just have to wait and see. So
it's going to be vaguely Lord of the Rings related, ish, sort of.
Kinda, a little bit.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda. So let's do a little bit of a round robin introduction. At the top left to me, I've got Ben from Benji's Hobbies. Say hello, Ben.
Hello.
And down to the bottom left for me. Yep. Back. No.
Probably.
Oh,
Back.
Elson's back.
Oh, yeah, that went very strange, very quickly.
Shall we all rewind?
Yeah, I actually have no idea what's going to happen on the stream. The view has changed now, and we are now sideways instead of.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how that's happened.
Fancy.
Yeah, the mysteries of internet bugging out.
How was the live stream, Ollie? It's sideways.
Yeah, so before I got rudely interrupted by my internet bugging out, with the man sporting the luscious locks and the wondrous beard, I don't know what's to point to Pickle or Luke right now, to be honest.
No.
Luke's got a better beard than me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Luke. Hello, Luke. How are you?
It stinks of puppy at the minute, does my beard. You know, like puppy breath.
Even better.
Puppy breath. Yeah.
It stinks. There's people that like it. They're weird.
No, I think it's quite a cute smell. I'm weird people.
It's like gone off malt.
Okay.
It's like biscuit in a bad way. Anyway, hello.
Off to a strong start.
Yeah.
Off to a strong start.
Yeah, great start.
Wonderful. Below me, we have the man from across the pond, also sporting a luxurious beard, Mr. Colin from the Crazy Crafter.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream.
Colin's in a lucky position. He doesn't actually have to do any of the tech work. He just gets
I
to
don't
make
have to
stuff.
I don't have to do a damn thing today except try not to cut myself with my carving knife because my Proxon has broke for whatever reason. So I'm primitive today.
Awesome.
Use tool.
Cool. That's me.
That wasn't from when it got dropped the other weekend, was it?
Yeah, I think so. From when my son, so in the middle, like my son's been hanging out with me for some of the streams on the weekend. Oh, hello, phone, not silenced. Professional here, professional creator. But he tripped over the power cord for the Proxon and it went flying off the table.
Oh.
And like I was just like. Like in the middle of the stream, I wanted to be like, "Mother!" I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, and he like the look on his face. He was like, "Oh shit! I've just broke the pocket." And I was just like, "Oh, it's all right. It's cool." And ever since then, it hasn't worked as well. So I don't know. I gotta,
that, isn't it?
Now the lovely thing, and I see Gerard Boom from Shifting Lands hanging out there and lurking in the chat. Gerard gave me some pointers today that I got to walk through. I think I may be able to fix the Proxon. So. More to come on that later. I'll let me know.
It's in a very elaborate cheese cutter.
I mean, I don't even think it has to be like those tiniest like cheese things though, Luke. Like I don't even think it's gonna do it justice for that. Like, yeah, it's gonna be.
Well, it's getting to the time where we can have sexy parties and fondue and stuff, isn't it?
Ooh,
Sexy
Is that
parties
what you-
and fondue.
I mean, when I think of a
Is-
sexy
is it-
party, I must agree with Luke. Fondue is a part of the sexy party.
I think Luke's thinking more of like pineapple and cheese on sticks kind of party.
You've got to have a roll of tinfoil where it's stuck in.
Yeah, party hedgehog.
Wonderful. And to my bottom left now, we also everything's shifted around, but bottom left we have the wonderful Michael from That One Videos.
How's it going? How you doing?
Not bad at all. How are you today? This fine evening, good sir.
I'm good. Glad to be. I can barely talk because I've had a cold all week, so
Yeah.
I'm reducing the amount of talking I'll be doing.
Okay, fair enough. If,
But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Got my beers. I'm not drinking whiskey tonight, by the way. No way.
Everyone
I'm not
remember
thinking-
that he said that.
Yeah.
Remember that.
I'm on light stuff.
I'm on light duty. Light duty.
Similar
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And last time it was 2 days in a row. Just gone.
I mean, what was it? Because we hung out after the stream too. It wasn't just the stream. It was like 6 hours of drink you guys were doing. I was just like, I was both mortified and impressed, but more mortified because I was like, ooh, the next few days are gonna suck for these guys. It was rough. Champions all though.
yeah, I
It really did. I genuinely think I'm only just over it now.
That's why we've taken so long to do this again, because everyone had to recover proper.
I did like all the pictures in the
Yeah.
group chat the morning after, and it was just people's faces on pillows like.
I walked to the shop for Alcatel.
Yeah. Like it looked like you put some effort into that clip. He was like, I got at least position this. Yeah. And not forgetting the man that was supposed to be hosting, but called in an emergency favor, so that's why I'm hosting. The man, the legend, the man that, if he lets his hair down and puts on a white shirt, is Matt Berry's sort of twin brother, as far as I can do. Pickle, let the hair down.
From Heartbeat.
No, from
That's Matt Berry, isn't it?
I
No,
don't
the guy from IT crowd.
yeah.
Father!
Well, that's exactly it. Or Toast of London. See, it's Matt Berry, right?
Yeah. Come here, sugar tits.
God damn these electric sex pants. Hello.
How are you today, Mr. Matt Berry Pickle?
All right, I've had a long day. I went down south for a bit.
Oof.
Welcome to my
And
territory.
Have you been vaccinated?
yeah, that's what's took me so long to get in, because I had to have loads of COVID jabs and stuff, like extra doses. So I'm now on 10G. I've had that many. Yeah, I had to go down south. I had to go and show a southerner how to play 40k. Kick his ass.
I do
Eating.
like how you call Worcester Southerners, because to us they're
Well,
mid.
which direction do I travel from my house?
Well, south, but it's
Well, there you go then.
it's not like south of the border. Like everything is south. Well, I suppose.
And
it is.
anything south of Doncaster's south.
Yeah.
Anything south of Birmingham's basically London.
Yeah, that's just it. Like the lower third of the country.
It's London or Cornwall.
and then there's Cornwall down in the
Yeah,
corner.
exactly.
It's just London or Cornwall.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
So yeah, I went down there. So it's a bit of a long day today. Journeying down there this morning, hung out with some friends. I had a catch up with them. Had a burger. Kicked his ass at 40k, and then setting off back. And it was always going to be down to the wire. But I didn't want to delay the stream starting, which is why I asked you if you would mind hosting.
That's fine. You did the heavy
So
lifting.
it all worked out. So I've literally I beat the sat-nav though. My favourite game. Sat-nav said I was going to get home at 15 minutes past 8, and I got home at 12 minutes past 8. So I beat the sat-nav guys. I beat the system. Beat the machine. Thank you.
Reading fine in the post tomorrow.
It's all right. I did it where there weren't any cameras. It's fine. So yeah, I literally walked through the door, grabbed these sprues for the stuff that I'm building, got my camera on and sat down and joined. So I've not even poured myself a drink, so I will go and get myself a drink shortly.
Good times.
But I'm excited to be here. Excited.
Yeah, there's a whole like load of people in the chat, and yeah, I would read their names out like a CWG stream, but this isn't a CWG stream, so I'm not gonna.
So we don't care.
So we don't care. As much as we love you all, thank you all for tuning in. This is not professional. I don't know what you're expecting, but yeah, just see what happens.
This is more for us just to like hang out and chat, and people can watch us do that, which is like people being a bit weird. But you know, it's if you're into that sort of thing, then that's fine. I'm not going to judge.
We're gonna do some hobby.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we basically don't all show up in the same place at the same time unless there's a stream. Kind of.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
What's the questions? Is there any questions yet?
Are there questions?
Or is it just people saying the same random crap that we are?
It's probably the same. It's like, haha, drink up. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if you do have, yeah. Say Morgan saying they're all voyeurs. Yes, you are. Yeah. So if you do,
who are we to judge?
Yeah. If you do have questions, you can ask them. Whether or not we'll answer them is something else altogether. But please ask away. Yeah. So
what are you guys working on then?
I'm currently working on how to open a tin. Tin number 2.
I thought you said you weren't drinking much tonight.
I'm not, but
no. He said he's on the light stuff.
He just wanted to show off his transition to his crafting cam. He's proud
Fade to black pro.
Is that Luke's dog barking or Benji's?
No, it's mine.
Oh yeah, she's happy. Or
She's
mad.
She's a pest. She's cute, but you know, I've threatened her with the trip to the Dogs Trust tomorrow if she doesn't behave, but it's not working so far. Is it? No, she doesn't understand the.
What's her name?
Her name's Poppy. She doesn't understand the concept of like live streams or video conferences or anything. She thinks I'm talking, but she doesn't understand who I'm talking to. So she assumes that I should be talking to her, but yeah.
She's like, "What the F, Dad? This is all confusing. I don't like it."
Pretty much, yeah. So at the moment, I've got the door open so I can like throw the ball for her like every couple of minutes, just so it keeps her entertained somewhat. So, yeah. So apologies for the barking, guys.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's all right.
I know the piercingness that is a cockapoo bark. It
cuts. For small dogs, they've got quite a loud, quite aggressive bark, haven't they?
Yeah, it just kind of, and they do it at random at times, so there's no like preempt or like any warning that it's going to happen. It's just
just starts.
Yeah, it's like someone clapping by your ears every 5 seconds or so. Just, God!
Yeah. Just at random as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they are kind of known for that. And talking about dogs, Luke, how is Merlin getting on?
Yeah,
he's sleeping.
I thought you were gonna have your second cam set up on Merlin this evening.
I was gonna do, but I actually got Tellus built up, so I thought I'd paint that.
Nice.
All right,
I looked in my cupboard trying to find something to do. I don't know,
something Lord of the Rings, and
I've got some ring wraiths, but the ones that I painted using contrast paints, and my contrast paints are at work. I've got his army painter here, so like, maybe not.
I've heard you don't use army painter anyway.
I do. My
video
video was using it. Check it. Yeah.
Vibrator.
I liked it that much. I bought another.
Did you?
Yeah.
What, one for home or one for work?
Yeah.
Go hard or go home, as they say.
Cost me double though, because I did a stupid video on it.
And yeah, you should have like you know what you should have done? Bought like 30 of them or something, and like made the price go up, and then sold them after your video.
Yeah.
Well, looks like you're the businessman.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's-
the idiot.
You know, if you had like a shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is everybody painting tonight then?
I am building some. I'm building some. Go on. Say what are they called?
I don't
Age
know.
of Sigmar Gold Boys. What are they called? Stormhost. Is it
Stormcast?
Stormhost.
Stormcast?
Stormcast.
I'm building some Stormcasts and some Nighthorn for a video that I'm recording tomorrow.
Yes.
I love that. Love the chapter that they appeared in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
What?
I said I love the chapter that they appeared in Lord of the Rings. At your face, you just
Yeah.
look like really sad.
Oh.
Just like, "Ooh."
Yeah, what you said. Stormhurst are pretty much just Army of the Dead, though, aren't they?
They're just mini Taliesin.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So yeah, what's everyone else painting?
I've opted. Well, currently I'm painting some ogres because I have a poll running on my community thing. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you to everyone that changed their changed their votes to Lord of the Rings thing, because at the moment that's in the lead now. But for a long time it was Thousand Suns. It's basically what army I'm painting next month, and next month,
Right. Okay.
Lord of the Rings Evil is in the lead right now. So
Funny that, isn't it?
yeah, thanks,
that.
Pickle.
Yeah.
Is that the army you shared on my Discord earlier, Elston?
No, that's
No,
another army.
Another one that he painted right before he started this.
Yeah. That one I shared is from a company called Lion Tower. I did a video on it this week. But those are the ogres from that same range. So, yeah, he's got a Kickstarter running his 3D print STL files, and it's just amazing stuff. It's kind of all Final Fantasy-esque.
Is this the not Final Fantasy, the Rockabos, is it?
Yeah, exactly that. He's got some. Currently, I'm working on the ogres that he's done for it as well, which which look like this. They're just basically like got giant cleavers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Those are.
I must admit, after watching your video, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna invest in that. And I was like, hang on, it's another thing that I will never, ever get around to. I love the idea of it, but do you know what? Now that I've got a printer, stashing STL files has become like a hobby in itself.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
It's
I've not even got my own
dangerous.
printer and I've started doing that already.
Yeah.
The pile of shame
Right.
videos in next 20 years are going to be boring as fuck.
It's just a folder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm working on, and hopefully next week I get to start all of my Lord of the Rings Evil stuff. So I'm intending on just doing all of it.
What happens if loads of people go and vote on your thing?
I'm just screwed, man. Don't give them ideas.
Well, do you know when I put a poll up for like stuff that I'm going to paint on a live stream or something? Do you know what? I just put stuff up that I want to work on and let people decide on between things that I want to work on.
Luke said exactly the same thing. The problem is I do want to paint all of these armies, but I've
some more than others.
some more than others, and there's no point in putting a poll up if you might as well just say, yeah, that month I'm going to do that. But it's
I put polls up, and then what I do is I just paint where I want anyway.
Ignore them completely.
Yeah. So that's what I've
Got
been
to remember
working
that your channel isn't a democracy. Like you can do what you want.
I fully appreciate I am the dictator here, but it's sometimes nice to give people the illusion that they have some sort of control over me, but you don't really.
Lucas for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Buffnet's here. Buffnet's in the chat.
Hey, Buffnet. And we've got
He's finished crying now.
Aw.
Well, I've nearly finished.
You have actually. What are you gonna do for the rest of the stream?
I was gonna say.
I'm gonna base it.
He's gonna sit and drink.
Yeah, but you do base ready range, which means you can base that in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So what are you
And
gonna
then
do?
I'm gonna go to bed and leave you a lot of time.
I am finishing. I'm trying to continue work on a little modular ruined cottage that our guest, the Mini Mason on the Crazy Crafter live stream this morning, kind of walked us through. So I've already gotten the walls done up. I've got the floor done up. So I'm just going through and I'm working on the exterior, and then I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can. I gotta see if I can try to maybe do the walls tonight too. But at the very least, I'll get this thing, the bottom and the base of it done. So that'll be fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
I've got my new really expensive dry brush palette.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Super expensive. I don't think that's in my budget. I can't afford that.
Is that from the same store that Spud gets his pallets from?
Oh, that's Pringles, isn't it?
Yeah, it might actually be.
He used Pringles lids, doesn't he? Well, what last time I watched his video?
It was well. He changed to like baggies for a while,
Right.
and then he just stopped altogether and just started using his mouth.
I ain't got a cup of water.
Yeah, yeah. He's like at one point he wasn't even using water. He was just using his own saliva.
Wow.
It still does. And then he said if you make a mistake on a model, just spit on it and wipe it off.
Oh my goodness.
Yay! Where's Spud?
Wow.
I tell you
Well,
what.
he's probably asleep.
Yeah,
He'll be asleep or playing DayZ.
yeah. I'm gonna bring him on at some point because he's a laugh to have around. In fact, maybe we should bring other guests on. I don't know if this like more than this would be absolute chaos.
Oliver.
I mean, people can. You could absolutely invite more. We could invite more people. You can also have them just call in as well.
Could take our first live caller.
Our first live caller. Oh my god.
We should definitely get Oliver on at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shall I message you?
you can do.
What you up to?
Yeah,
What are you up to? Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Boom. Set up. If we want to do callers, it's set up now.
So people could call in.
What?
People can call in. It's set up. Legit. Hide non-video participants. It awaits. It
I
awaits.
messaged him, but dynamic range is that crap on this camera. You can't see it.
Yeah. So you guys are gonna be able to hear them if they call in, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone.
okay.
It'll
Cool.
just be. It'll be the audio. It'll be the audio that comes through, not their video.
Okay.
You know they invented the telephone, like.
I mean,
Yeah, but this is the internet. though.
Internet telephones. That's a different thing.
The internet.
Yeah.
I think I knew where else it was coming with that because it's like, wait a minute, how is it going to filter through? Like, I'm running the street. Like, what is it going to do?
Oh, it was It was kind of like
Yeah.
the technician of like
Yeah.
streamers kicked in,
Like,
and I was like, am I gonna have to set up a new
am I going to have
channel?
to fucking do shit?
Yeah,
No.
I'm like, oh,
Nope.
Can you
I
work?
got you. I got you, Elston. I got
Sweet.
you. You
Can
shit.
you work the paint shaker?
yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Wait, can we just be quiet for a second? Do it again, Luke. Do it again. I want to hear it.
Well, do you want me to get vibration wise?
Yeah.
Do
Do it.
it.
I can't hear it. You're all laughing. I want to hear it. No, it's
on.
gone now.
I've got one. Hang on. I'll see if you
You
can.
gotta turn it. You gotta turn it up higher, Luke.
Hang on. I'll see if we can.
Maximum vibration.
See if you can hear this one.
I'd have vibration white body. Oh, and then when your paint bottle's blocked. Oh.
Do you want me to trigger a load of people on Hobbies now? Ooh, look what I'm doing. Offer!
That's it.
Vibrate.
I'm gonna bring out
So-
a
so-
GW paint pot because you could just dip it in.
People are gonna,
Let's see.
people
What
are
is
gonna
it?
screenshot that, Ben, and put it in heavy metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vibration white finger. You might not affect you now, but when you're 85, it's like, yeah.
Ben, you're dangling.
Something in the camera.
Ooh.
Giant spider. There we go.
Tina.
Content.
Tina wants to know what you're painting, Michael.
I'm working on Lurtz from Lord of the Rings that
Nice.
Benji sent.
Oh, from the Addams family.
Right. Benji was doing a bit of a clear out of some of his minis over a couple of weeks, and sent me some of his doubles.
Nice.
So I've been wanting to paint this model for a while anyway, so that's great.
Awesome. Oh, I need to send you stuff, don't I? I've got some big things for you to paint
That
up.
would be cool.
I've got
Just
some
normal
big
size
things for you.
Elson just thinks the big things.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I have to pack them up in a crate, but they just arrive in a little box for you.
Let's see. What else is there? Tabletop Ready Minis has a question.
Oh,
When basing a model that you've painted in sub assemblies, what's the best way to go glue the model on the base, then prime basing material with the brush? This is like 8 questions, by the way. Tabletop Ready Minis. This is a layered one. What's the best way to go glue the model on the base, then prime the basing material with brush, or try to mark where feet will go to avoid the area? So, do you
Who
like?
paints the bases?
most people.
do your base and then attach your model on afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always the best way. Don't stick your model on until you.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because that's the exact opposite of what I do.
Yeah.
Because it's hammered into everybody. It's always shown in every video. With it. Like, I mean, I'm saying this as I'm doing it myself.
I was going to say, you do that in pretty much every video anyway.
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah,
To be fair, it is a default painting handle.
yeah. I ain't gonna paint handle that big.
Yeah. Thinking of things. I gotta find Michael a spider.
Was it Hobby Corner is saying ring ring? Are you joking, Hobby Corner? If you guys want to call in, like,
Oh
let us know.
no.
No,
Kev's
we
gonna
don't want
call.
Hobby Corner.
Oh,
Oh, well.
Kev's gonna
So-
call in.
I'm currently building the stuff from the first issue of Mortal Realms.
See, I actually could do with Hobby Corner's help.
So
You know you need...
Kev had to open his issue to send me the instructions. He's not done a video on it yet because he's not caught up to the first issue yet. I'm joking, Kev. Thank you very much for sending me the instructions over. I could have probably figured it out, but it's easier if I know what I'm doing.
Right, Michael, quick question for you, dude.
Yeah,
Alright. Is that spider big enough?
that is awesome, dude. Yeah.
Cool.
Let me see.
Don't forget that's Elston holding it though, so it's like a 10mm one.
I'm using Aragorn as a point of reference. Not me!
That's a 10mm Aragon.
I have to take that spider off your hands.
Sweet, cool. Yep, I've got like 4 of them, so yeah, you can have it.
Brilliant.
Sweet. Cool. That's another one out of the pile.
We're slowly building up Michael's pile of shame,
Yeah.
Good.
so that he can feel the shame that the rest of us feel.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's pretty expensive already too.
But it's a weird thing that, from my end, like, I want to acquire models, and you guys have probably got like a surplus backlog of models. You know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I look at stuff and think,
I think
I'm never going to get around to that.
I think I'll be long enough. As in,
You're just doing it wrong, Luke.
yeah.
The thing is, I've been doing the hobby for about 20 years now.
Yeah.
But I've always been quite reserved. I tend to buy things, I build them and paint them, and then I get them out. It's only in the last sort of couple of years that I've built up any real backlog.
When I kind of came back in, I kind of went in quite heavy and bought a load of stuff. I had a lot of stuff already, and then last year I kind of made a conscious effort to try and paint more than I bought, and I think I painted twice as many models as I bought last year. This year I got a 3D printer, and then that kind of just goes out. So I'm just gonna print one of them. I'm just gonna print one of them, and it kind of blows it all out the water. But in terms of buying individual models, I have bought way less this year probably than I did even last year. Like every Middle Earth release that came out last year, I'd buy it just to like support the game, and like they're cool models, don't get me wrong, and some I'd paint straight away, some are still probably in boxes and things. So it's one of those that when one day there was a few bits I was thinking, oh, I could paint that. It's just nice to have options for when you really don't want to paint or want to work on what you should be working on, if that makes sense. You can just take something out at random and say, actually, I'm really fancy painting that today.
I like how Elson said he's not getting any more models or anything else this year.
No buying.
Yeah, but I know he's 3D printed two massive ones.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I'll show you him here. So, because I'm actually like quite proud of these things just for the size of them. Like,
Wow.
And like, I know I'm small. So like, relation size.
Elson, the thumbnail should be you on top of your house holding it in there.
Like,
That's really good.
But
it 100% should be.
the
or you in King Kong's hand.
That is the other one.
Yes.
With Josh's hair photoshopped on top of your head.
This one is my. This one's my.
King Kong's balls.
It's like hanging.
Right. That's early thousands, isn't it?
Early thousands.
Buffnet. Go on.
I was just gonna say this one I'm super proud of because it just took so bloody long. But
that thing is nuts. How long did that take to print?
How long did that take to print?
So there's 7 parts. This part. It all took about 13 hours each. So 4 parts at least for 13 hours. I think the legs were 8 or 9 hours each, and there's 2 of them. And then the arms and the head got on one build plate, and they came out at like 5 hours. Oh, and the base was 14 hours. So
14 hours.
A long time.
Well, like
that was on a Saturn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, like that treeman that I painted.
Yeah.
Because the thing is with that because when we arranged to do that video with Ben, I literally, for some stupid reason, only left myself 2 days to print it.
Oh.
And when you first print a model you've never printed before.
Oh, it's not a good idea.
No, you hope, it's going to stick, it's going to print, you're not going to have any delamination, you're not going to have any failed printer or like that. And so what I did is I set it off before I left work, like an idiot. And bearing in mind, it was the first print was we're 18 hours, Ben.
Something like that, because it's a really long, isn't it? So yeah.
So it were 18 hours for first bed, and when I went in the next morning, I went in at weekend to make sure that it was sorted. No, Thursday night I think it was. I can't remember. Anyway, the second, and it printed off perfect. So I thought if the first one's printed off perfect, the second one's gonna do. But when Ben showed up, there were a bit of me that were thinking, it's not printed, And literally, as we walked in, it were finishing off.
Oh.
Wow.
And it was flawless. As in, I really enjoyed that video. No internet didn't, but I did. So.
Yeah. As I say, I think that's still one of my favorite videos on my channel now.
Yeah.
Is that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
By far.
I actually need your guys' help because I am planning on doing the diorama for those two to go in something big, and I have no concept of how the hell I'm going to build a ruined city, and I kind of want to.
What scale are they?
They I have no idea. They're 140% larger than they should have been, but if you actually that works. Whoop, break some stuff.
No, what I'm thinking, because what you've got to think is how big would a human be at the side of Godzilla?
Yeah, I mean, this is the base is actually quite handy because it's got a little car.
Cool.
So we could actually use that as like a reference point. So yeah, I've got human's going to be about yay big, and then
About 3 mil.
yeah, 3-4 mil, something like that.
So 3 mil, is it 3 mil 1/100th? 1/164 or something like that, is it?
Something.
Have you been on Thingiverse, Elston, and did you download the Sir Scalesby yet?
No, I haven't yet.
So Sir Scalesby on Thingiverse is an awesome reference point, and it has a bunch of miniatures that are at different different heights, and you can throw it into your slicer to get a reference point to give you an idea. So if you put the base back into
the
your slicer and just throw Sir Scalesby on there, it'll help. You can go a little bit further in depth if you want to get a better idea about it.
That's really cool. Thank you for that. I'm going to check that out because that's going to be super handy. But yeah, I have a kind of weird thing where I want to do Kong coming out of the water to hit Godzilla. Because Godzilla's on this base already, and Kong doesn't have a base. So I'm thinking, do a kind of a switch, and do Kong coming out of, like, flying out the water to punch Godzilla, who's on land.
Resin, don't use resin.
Don't use resin. I don't know. It'd be interesting.
When you use Sir Scalesby, though, you have to use a voice. When you throw him in the slicer, Sir Scalesby sounds like this, and you have to throw him in there. And that's the voice that I use. So whenever
that's what Elston sounds like already.
I was going to say, yeah, I'm not far off the Prince Philip, but yeah. Oh, just so good.
Don't get Elston to do a voice because it's just end up doing his Mongolian wizard voice.
Yeah, it just ends up as a Mongolian wizard.
Have you not heard his Mongolian voice?
I haven't heard it.
It's the only. Like, if I try and do any accent, it always ends up as a Mongolian wizard. If I try to do Irish, it'll be a Mongolian wizard. If I try to do Scottish,
Elston.
It's
Go on, Elston.
It's very strange, and it always ends up like this. So...
oh my god. Elston Zane.
It's that heavy.
Oh, sorry, it bugged out for a second. It bugged out for a second. No, don't do it.
No worries. How heavy is that, Godzilla? Yep, again.
Sorry, my internet's
I'm
bugged.
guessing he's printed it hollow, so I'm guessing not a lot.
Yeah. There's no way I was going to do that solid. Like,
Okay.
it's I want to say it's like maybe a kilo, if that. Maybe a kilo and a half, if that. But yeah, it's mostly hollow because otherwise.
Toys R Us used to sell them in rubber.
Did they?
No, it were a toy dinosaur joke.
Well, interestingly enough, when I was printing that, Spud found a picture of a Godzilla toy, and I was just like, "Oh, I want one!"
Whoa! Who found it?
Oh, did you find it? I thought it was Spud that found it.
No, Spud took it and then photoshopped your face onto the child on the box playing with
That
it.
was it. I want one of those.
From Smith's Toys.
Right.
Smith's Toy Superstore is the full name, as Alfie reminds me every time he goes on about it. Boffnet's crying in the chat, asking, does anyone know the best way to get rid of a unit of 20 Necron Warriors in first turn? I feel bad. I've been down to see Boffnet today. We played a 600-point game, which weird points value, but that's what we played. And if my first turn was ridiculously good, I took a squad of 20 warriors, a squad of 10 warriors, and Illumino Saras, and then just used all my command points to do cool stuff and kill as much of his stuff as I could at first turn so that he get a chance to shoot me.
Aww. Was this his first? Was he learning how to play it, Josh?
No, if it were learning how to play, it wouldn't be that horrible.
I was gonna say, I was just like, that was like, like way to squash the desire to come back and play it again. Like, fuck this.
No.
No, he was a friend.
I'm not.
He was a friend.
He was.
Yeah,
a
he
friend.
was. No, we had a good time. I think the final score was. Just let me check.
So you had a good time.
We both had a good time. We did say that it was very much a for the first turn.
Scumbag tactic.
No, I just played well. I got 37 victory points. Boffnet got 5.
Oh wow.
It was a good game though. It was a good game. It could have gone very differently. The thing is, Boffnet took. I completely outweighed him numbers wise. I had 30 odd models in my army. Boffnet had like 12 or something. And if I've not got Space Marines, I'm not sure what chapter. They looked a bit green, but they weren't salamanders.
We original
Or
base.
What?
We original bases.
Yes, he has old school bases.
I meant original as in like, yes, I'm original.
Anyone
It's a
else
joke
taking a
from
piss
one
out of a
your
Marine
videos,
army?
Pickle.
What?
Green Space Marines, and then you were going to do lava bases, and you said, "Yes, I'm original. I'm that."
Oh yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah.
you're
No, they weren't salamanders.
Well, that was a delayed joke, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well,
It says it's a homebrew chapter.
everybody says I've changed, right? Have you seen where I'm cleaning my brush out in?
What noodle? Is that from when I were there?
Still got bits floating in it.
Did that come from the pound shop?
No, £1.19.
It says £1.19 on it. So yeah, it can't be from the pound shop. That.
No, so I have changed a bit. I'm second class now, aren't I?
Second class.
You mean middle class?
Second.
or have you turned into a stamp? Well, no, Boffnet took fewer models, but they all did like high damage, but didn't get a lot of shots each. Whereas I took loads of models that all rapid fired. So, and then like I said, I had extra rules to use stuff.
Basically,
it was a good game though.
Planned for what he was taking there, basically.
No, I didn't see what he would take until I'd done my list. I didn't even know what army he would take in. Last time I played him, he took Imperial Guard. So I thought he'd be taking the same again. If he had took his Imperial Guard, I'd have been in trouble because I didn't have any high damaging stuff. But it was fun. First game I've had in, I don't know, like 6 months, 7 months.
I suppose that's kind of normal for most people, to be honest, right now.
Yeah.
I love playing Imperial Guard. Did you see that game that I played against Oliver and he had like 4 models and I had 16?
What were you using guard?
Yeah.
What game was that?
Or was that a kill team game?
Yeah.
What was he using?
They were using what's the Silver Space Marines called?
Grey Knights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Guard
Wow.
versus
The first turn I took out 3 models.
Guard versus Grey Knight, and they get destroyed.
I had 16 models to his 5.
Were they the Praetorians as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Probably fired him to death, mate.
First rank fire, second rank fire.
And then, well, so after we'd finished the game as well, we ordered 5 Guys burgers. And to add insult to injury, I accidentally ate Boffnet's burger.
I drink your milkshake. I eat your burger too.
But you ordered
It-
5.
He gave me the burger and went, "This one's yours." So I ate it, and I'm like halfway through eating it before I realised that it had got loads of extra toppings on that I'd not ordered. And he took one bite out of the one that he'd got and went, "I think you've got my burger. Do you want to swap?" I'm like, "I've eaten half right now."
So this is what Pickle says on the live stream. The real reenactment, if you want it to be accurate, is like, "I win. That's mine."
Yeah.
Just
Only
snatch
winners
it out
get
of his
to eat
hand.
Five Guys burgers.
Yes,
That's right.
I think you'll find
That's right.
that's all mine, not yours.
You guys have Five Guys and fries?
Yep.
Yep.
That's awesome.
We're getting
If you-
Wendy's is coming over to the UK.
Oh, well, that
She's already here. She's upstairs.
it's if you,
Yeah.
it's when In-N-Out Burger makes its way, or if you
Okay.
ever find your way out here, like you have to find your way. Vegas would be the closest to you guys because they
Okay.
don't expand out beyond Arizona, Nevada, California. But
I'll
In-N-Out
just pop
Burger,
over.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's worth the trip.
Casually go
alone.
over to.
I'll
Alright.
probably get there
The
faster
burger.
than it would to drive down to where I've been today again.
that might be true.
Colin,
But-
we'll have to, if you ever visit, we'll have to show you Toby Carvery.
What's that? What's that? Tell me.
Or T-Bar.
Toby Carvery is
A
basically
T-Bar.
Yeah. it's basically the epitome of British fast food kind of thing. It's basically
Okay.
it's
I
a
British
fast,
don't know if it's
cuisine.
the epitome of British fast food.
it's fast food roast dinner.
I think T-Barns is more of a. What they do is they ground alt schools, alt leftovers. They collect them and then pre-eat them next day.
T-Bars is basically like what happens when you build a restaurant based around not being able to decide what you want for dinner. Like, you want to have pizza with your Yorkshire puddings, no problem.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
But yeah,
English cuisine shite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody said, "Oh, let's go to England, have some food. What do you have? Indian."
yeah, or fish and
I
chips.
mean, that's totally what I ordered.
Indian,
If I
Chinese,
was-
and pizza.
yeah.
when I was in London, that is pretty much what I ordered. I ordered Indian food, but I will say one of the best burgers I've ever had was at the frickin' old Globe, the
Okay.
burger they sell at the Globe, and the beer they had there was pretty amazing. So
Yeah,
Oh, we
with-
do beer well.
yeah, with beer, we're on that.
beer, y'all are right. I feel like you can't go wrong. There's a lot of places you can't go. Like beer's pretty good across the pond wherever you go. But
Well,
that burger was amazing. That was a good.
That's
good
because
time.
beer is our actual diet. It's actually, we'll drink that instead of eating a lot of the time.
Prohibition taught us anything. It means humans will literally drink anything.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Love it.
But that today is the first time I have ever had a burger from Five Guys.
Oh, really?
Oh,
We've got
Is
a burger
it?
place.
What was your thoughts then?
My thoughts were I can't remember ordering all these toppings. It was nice. It was nice. If I'm honest, there's a burger place literally around the corner from where I work called Urban Burger. That's nicer.
Yeah, I the burgers and like, it's weird. Five Guys, I think like the chips are one of the things, but there's so much salt, and you get so many. You're just
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah,
A lot of salt.
Urban Burger does the same style of chips, but they do paprika ones,
Oh.
Ooh.
and they are amazing.
Oh.
Have you had
They also do.
the Cajun fries from Five Guys?
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, I think they were salted the few that I had today.
they're good.
Yeah, you can get
But
get
they
Cajun
also do halloumi fries. And when they say
Oh.
halloumi fries, when you have halloumi fries from like just normal halloumi fries, they look like fries, but they're made from halloumi instead of potato.
Yeah.
These, literally, they must get a block of halloumi, just like a block, and just cut it into 4 pieces, and then just deep fry it because they are fat.
So it's just deep fried halloumi then, really,
Yeah.
rather than.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when they say fries, it's not really fries.
It's
Like
just,
they
it's
are
just,
like
just
deep
they're
fried
like the
halloumi.
fattest oven
generally
fried
just deep fried.
chips.
Deep
Yeah.
fried halloumi.
It's just a massive block of cheese. Just cut up into 4 handy snack size slices.
That sounds pretty delicious, actually. To be fair.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't eaten yet today. I'm starving now because of all this talk of food.
Yeah.
I got together with a couple of my buddies last night, and we had our D&D session got canceled, so we were like, fuck it, we cannot hang out tonight. So a couple of us got together and we had some whiskey by the fireside, and we went to a local Mexican restaurant, a taco place down the street from us, and I ordered something new last night. Have you guys ever had a torta? Have you ever had a torta before? It's basically just a sandwich, but they put.
I'm familiar with sandwiches.
That you're familiar with, but this one they'll throw beans on it. They'll throw whatever meat you put on it. I put carnitas on it, so pork on it last night, guacamole, and then I ordered mine a jorda, which is a wet torta. So they put red sauce and cheese over it. It was I was like, holy shit, this is what I'm ordering from now on. I'd never ordered it from there before. So
Is it a tortilla?
it's not. It's not. It's just.
Is it one of them tortillas?
is that a tortilla you're ordering? The torta is a fluffier bread, so it's got like a little bit of a it's not super crisp. The crust isn't super hard, but
like
it's very.
naan.
Say again.
It's like a naan bread almost.
Almost like it's not a naan bread. No, not at all. Luke. It's not. It's torta bread. So now I'm gonna take a picture of it when I go. Or I'm this close to going back and ordering it again today. That's how.
Is it puff pastry?
It is puff pastry. I want you, Luke. Damn the terrain video. I just want you to turn it into a cooking channel next week.
So this week we're having scones with gravy on it.
We're gonna add gravy on skull. Oh my god, yes please. Look at Luke, show us that. Show us that that's looking pretty good.
It looks like shite. I didn't have any. I hadn't had any verdigris paint, so what I did is I put a load of water in Royal Cloak.
Yeah.
But because it's acrylic paint with a lot of water in, what does it do?
It's not wiping off, right?
No, it dries quick.
Yeah. So it's not wiping off.
What I'm doing is because I ain't got any kitchen roll, I'm using toilet paper.
It's disintegrating.
So I'm getting a really nice texture on the model.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck a wash on it.
Oh.
I'm going to make it dark brown again, and then I'm going to dry brush it back up.
Dark brown.
Grant.
Oh yeah, Colin as well. I need to inform you about Luke. If you ever say something of his looks nice, the default response is, "It looks shite."
No, but that does look.
It looks alright. Dry brush gold over the top again, you'll be fine.
That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to put wash on it first.
Alright, have you got to clean the toilet paper off?
I'm going to do that as well. Yeah.
No, leave the toilet paper on there.
Looks
Put it
like
on his
that
heel.
shit.
Put it on his heel. Like he's walked through some toilet paper.
It's bird shit texture.
Oh, that's an idea for a video if you ever want to replicate bird shit.
Yeah.
Toilet paper, damn it. Done.
I mean, I'll send you reference photos for my back patio. We can't have a season in the spring where our back patio turns into an aviary for birds because they try to nest in I've got some market lights hanging in the backyard, and they'll either try to nest on the market lights or the fan, right? The fan is the go-to. They can perch up there. And this year, a hummingbird family on a single market light has made a nest. And
how do you see hummingbirds? Aren't they like the size of an ant?
I mean, they're a little bit bigger than an ant, Luke. And they built this really large. It's a pretty tall nest, but it's on a single market light. It's on the top of the market light, and it's kind of amazing. And I was like, that's a little precarious, like to put your children up in this spot, but that thing is held for quite some time, and the babies are in there chilling. But as a result, I have hummingbird crap everywhere in the back patio, and I'm like, get out of here, birds! Every year. Although the hummingbirds, I don't mind.
I have to park under a tree, and in that tree,
Ooh.
family of pigeons, and
yes.
Ben's cow were beautiful.
yeah. But the thing is, I
gorgeous.
get it washed every probably 2 weeks or so,
6 months.
and
Immediately.
no, honestly, there's no point doing it any more frequently than that, because it's just like a lost cause. I'll go get it washed, and then I think they even think, oh, he's gone to get his car washed now. Let's double down on eating today, and just make sure that we go and make it look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yep. I used to park under a tree, a place where I used to live, and I think there must have been a berry bush nearby, because I had the same thing, but it was all dyed like a really weird, like purpley pink color. Not nice. Not on a white car.
Ew.
All right.
People would pay for that.
So I used to work at a place, and right next door to where I worked, there was a scrap metal yard. Have you ever sat nearby a scrap metal yard at all for a long period of time?
Depends.
You know where I work, right?
So if anyone has the experience of like sitting next to a scrap metal yard that's a further enough distance away, it sounds a little bit like waves and like the seaside when all the metal crashes. And for some reason, all the seagulls thought that it was the seaside. So we just get absolutely bombarded with seagull bird shit constantly every time you go to work. It was glorious.
Everybody losing the fish and chips.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I grew up in like a seaside town, and like when we go out for lunch, there was like a seagull that used to like park himself up on top of the bank on the corner, and like there'd always be somebody that got terrorized every lunchtime like by this seagull. So he'd like swoop down and like knock food out of your hands, and he ended up in the local paper like probably like every once a week there'd be like an update on who he'd attacked, like what he'd eaten this week and stuff. It became like a local like celebrity, this deal.
Terry,
Obviously,
there's a lot going off where you live then.
Yeah, exactly. It was talk of the town. It's what's the seagull been up to this week? But yeah,
the new internet.
It's like a kids' TV show.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know that the aviary problems aren't just exclusive to Alhambra, California. That's exciting.
No, we have bird issues as well.
Pigeons at worst.
Yeah.
So welcome to anybody that's joining the stream now. This is Bird Talk.
This is Bird Talk.
Welcome to Bird Talk. You're on live with the aviary experts of the world.
I think only 2 of us are actually painting anything to do with Lord of the Rings.
I'm building stuff.
Yeah, I post this everywhere going, yeah, we're going to be painting stuff that's like vaguely Lord of the Rings related, and like, we're not. And we're not talking about Lord of the Rings, so we're not.
Well, it's because the first stream that we all did together was Lord of the Rings, but so the first stream was Michael going, right, I want to have all you guys on so I can get some help and advice while I'm painting Lord of the Rings. So we all went, yeah, we'll do that. We all joined, and then Michael, bless him, sat there trying to get some painting done and get tips, and we all just went, nah, let's just get smashed.
Yeah.
I mean, I still got some more.
But the group chat is still the Lord of the Rings minis, despite
That's right.
It is,
Yeah.
So it's always going to be Lord of the Bling. That's the stream.
Yeah.
Did you like the title, by the way, Elston?
Sorry?
Did you like the title?
Yes, the second one.
Yeah. Lord of the Bling 2, the second one.
It was very good. I was like, that's my instructions? Okay, I'll run with that.
We've got a sponsor for this episode.
Do we?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Whoever they are.
Neoti?
Neoti.
Oh, is it Neotfi? Is that an F at the end?
Mate, I can't wait till I'm going to say it in video.
The sponsor for this stream is Five Guys, Pepe's Tacos, and whatever,
Seagulls.
and seagulls, and seagulls.
seagulls.
Right.
It's weird painting under a light that's it's
You normally paint in the dark.
I'm normally painting under like proper studio lighting, but it's weird painting under a light that's nearly. It's like teetering on. It's like probably about 6,000 Kelvin. It's like nearly blue.
Yep. Yep. That's.
But it's weird. It's sort of nice.
I know.
It's not at the same time.
It's a weird sensation. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Like for example, this light here that's lighting this side of my face. That's daylight, but it looks orange because I've got this on. And I thought because painting's more important than my face, you know, I best white balance to this camera.
My light is literally bleaching my face out, but if I turn it down, can't paint this model.
That's the issue that I used to have with streams, because I used to use a light box to light me up, but it's either on or off. There's no like dimming it or on anything like that. So I either look completely washed out and like I need to like get outside in the sun at some point.
Problem with webcams.
Or well, this is still a webcam, but I'm
Well,
using that
cameras.
ring light now.
Yeah, but no. Look, for example, you see, they're like you're saying you've got that'd be a problem, wouldn't it? Like you can't see wet palette
Yeah.
sorted. You know what I mean? You just need a camera that you can change quick.
Literally about to destroy my model now by painting a white hand on its face.
I'm going to see if I've got some
Oh.
fast.
Oh, do you know how to do hands, Michael? Like
No,
hand
not really.
hand prints. Right. Quick
No.
quick little lesson for you. Okay.
Elson's gonna give you a
It-
hand.
hand job.
You're gonna get a hand job. It's good.
Um,
Tune in. Stay
it's-
tuned, everyone.
it's really simple. Basically, you just got to follow the indentation to the hand. So you've got point here, point here, point here. So do those 3 bits first. Then do 1 print, 2 print, 2 print, 2 print, 2 print. That's all you need to do for a hand print.
The top part's a flat bit.
Yeah, like get rid of this bit in the middle. Don't bother with this. It's that bit, and that bit, that bit of the thumb, and then 2 points for each finger. And that's a handprint.
Okay.
Honestly expecting
You make
me
it
to say,
sound so
Elston,
early.
I thought you were going to go, it's really easy to paint a hand. What you need to do is look at a hand and then paint it.
It was tempting to go that route, but I opted for the
You
more.
thought you'd actually be helpful.
Yeah. I would try to show it on a mini, but I don't think that's going to show up. Ooh, let's bring the light in.
Buffnet says Elston uses real size hand in 28
Yeah,
millimeters.
I just plonk my hand and then
Trace round it.
yeah. That's what I do with painting minis. It's all finger painting.
Finger painting.
Right. Well, I've just gone to get some basing stuff. I've not got any glue, and I've not got any tuff.
Want me to pop round with some?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm just going to use super glue. This is going to go wrong, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the spirit.
I'm gonna fuck it up.
I'm not going to have enough super glue either.
Feel like you may be underprepared for tonight.
No.
At least your camera looks
Yeah,
nice.
did you put all the effort into the camera and forget the other part of the hobby?
He put all the effort into the camber in the transition, and he forgot his material.
Yeah, he's been working on that
Mate,
camera.
I've been working on that fade to black for hours.
Good. Good. I'm so proud of you, Luke. I'm very proud of you. It looks fantastic.
Oh no, I've got like that much left.
That's going to dry by the time you get the base.
Spread it round. Spread it round.
I'll use this brush.
Pulls out a Kalinsky sable.
Not too bad.
It's like, oh,
Good advice there.
Thank you, Squirrel.
Sorry, what was that, Michael?
Said pretty good advice there.
Yeah, just yeah.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
that person's now knackered.
Cool.
You can't really see it.
Send me a pic later on, and then I can I can have that.
Knackered.
But
Dead.
yeah,
So, with
Ask Squidmore if you can have a refund.
Uh-oh.
I see.
You can't say that.
What?
here's a question for you. With Urukai, they're like quite dark models.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I've got basically black and red for the skin, black and down sort of gunmetal for all the metal work,
Mhm.
and then sort of dark browns and stuff. But I mean, what would you do with like highlights and washes on something like this?
Very minimal. Like keep them as like small as you can. If you really want to push them up high, but make them very, very tiny. Go for maybe a slightly desaturated highlight, I think. But Urukai were I had a tricky time doing them back in the day anyway. So
It's just silver and purple, isn't it? Really?
purple.
So like a
Oh,
maroon-
you mean for the? Oh, yeah. Sorry for the shadows and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The skin, it's like a reddy purple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, actually, that's pretty good advice. You can go for. I mean, you can go the other way. Sorry, the other way, because red's pretty hard to highlight. Because if you put anything higher than red in there, it goes either orange or it goes pink. So it might be easier going darker. And
I always went really dark purple, and then came up to more like a reddy brown.
Yeah.
Like corn red, so like purple and corn red, for example.
not a bad shout.
Hey, what do I know?
Well, that obviously, but
Well, that or don't use toilet paper on a model to write verdigris.
Well, yeah, there is that.
And your basic
I-
understanding of Mexican cuisine is shit.
Oh, base is done.
Oh, that
Are
looks
you
good.
just going to sit there and drink now?
Might do. I'm just getting one of the friends reunion.
Oh,
You've got
That-
to get it in for SEO.
that's a slow burn. I got
SEO.
and then I was like, oh, oh shit.
I need to put lat on it.
Did you say lard on
Matt,
it?
Matt LeBlanc.
Like,
Fuck, I can't see it. I'm getting super glue burns.
Do you remember when you did a video? I think you used a load of super glue, and then the next video came on, and your eyes
Yeah.
like
puffed
little tiny, like crusted looking like holes in your face
Yeah.
when you'd like scorched yourself with super glue.
Yeah, why I look like burnt face man.
I thought,
Yeah.
I thought at the time it was an allergic reaction to epoxy.
Ah, right, okay.
I thought at the time when I recorded the video, because I was using a lot of super glue that day, I assumed it was super glue burns, but it turned out I was sensitive to epoxies. And I still use epoxies in a load of videos because it's easier for people to use. I just have an EpiPen to one side just in case.
just in case I go into fucking
That's dedication.
epileptic shock.
Because if I started using horrible stuff, you get people getting it wrong and blaming me. And
Oh, and you know what people like on the internet
But
anyway.
to be fair, I
Yeah,
prefer
so-
epoxy anyway myself. So
Why the preference for epoxy, Luke?
well, it's easy to mix. It dries preferably quick, as long as you get it right. Because that last epoxy video that I did was garbage. But it's just so user friendly compared to like polyester resin.
Mm.
Polyester resin is
Is that the one that melts foam?
Yes, it melts styrene, doesn't it? It gives off a styrene gas.
Yeah.
Well, but the problem with that is when you use that stuff, you've got to use like 1 to 3% catalyst, depending on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And everything I'd done on my videos, I'd only done a very small pour. And the problem you've got with hobbyists is they buy a product that's an industrial product, and then they go, yeah, I'm doing a big river. So they use a small amount of catalyst because they think it's a large resin pour when it's not. It's fucking nothing, really. And then it never cures.
Yeah.
Whereas I always used to use 3, sometimes more than 3% to get it to cure because I've just done a tiny little puddle. But the problem is with that stuff is it stinks to high heaven because it's like a fiberglass resin, and it can take up to a week before smell disappears.
Whoa!
I mean, have you smelt like 2-part body filler?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I have. Yeah, the
It's
stuff
like that,
leaks.
or it's worse, as in it's because it's been a liquid. It just seems to give off more. It's not pleasant, but it's such a cheap clear resin. And if you know what you're doing with it, you can get some really nice pours, and you can pour it as deep as you want. You could fill a swimming pool with this stuff if you wanted. But you just need to have some experience with it. And there were so many people making mistakes with it. I stopped using it.
Was that polyester?
Yeah. I stopped using it because I was getting so many people getting mistakes, and it like cracking because I put too much catalyst in it, and splitting, and like it looked like broken ice, doesn't it look good, but not for a big summer board. And then there were people that weren't putting enough catalyst in, and then how do you get rid of like 2 liters of resin out of a board once it's not cured?
Yeah.
And then there was people that
Chisel it out.
It melted. Well, no, because it won't go off. So it's even worse.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
And then there were people that pour it in, and then it melted all the foam and destroyed the gaming tables. I was like, I'll just use epoxy. It's more expensive, but it's a 50-50 mix or a 3-to-1 ratio. It's very simple. It's just, yeah.
There's a guy that he used to, I don't think he's on Facebook anymore, but he used to post quite a lot on like the Middle Earth groups and stuff, and he was a guy called Kev Lawrence. He was a really, really good painter, and he used to enter like Golden Demon and stuff, and he'd spent months on this build, and I remember like him showing it like, you know, just before he did the resin pour, and this thing was like amazing, and he'd literally worked on it for about 3 or 4 months or something like that, and he did the resin pour, and it like literally the whole thing just started like melting when he did it, and it just all like kind of all fell into like this massive resin puddle, and it was
laughing, but I bet in fucking tears.
Yeah.
I bet he was, yeah. And I remember he couldn't salvage that one, but he managed to get something else done for the Golden Demon, which I think was about maybe 3 or 4 weeks away at that point. But yeah, it was just like sickening. I don't think it was like a Middle Earth model, but I think he shared it in a couple of Middle Earth groups just because he was quite well known in there at the time. But
he got real well known after doing that.
yeah. But I just remember seeing it and thinking, oh my god, like the amount of work and the amount of hours that has gone into that already. And yeah, I just felt devastated for him.
Moment of silence for that build.
Yeah.
It's maybe.
I wish I could remember what it was now. Like, I think it was an orc, maybe. I can't remember.
All I know now, hearing all these stories, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely test practicing epoxy resin when I do my Kong and Godzilla thing.
Yes, definitely.
With epoxy, you can't really get it wrong unless you want it. No, unless you want it. You know,
unless you're Luke.
Yeah. If you want it like if you wanted to like a transparent clear pour, and you're wanting it so you can see into it and all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of parameters that you can get wrong, but if you're just wanting to do like a lake or a river or like a shallowish pour with like Godzilla coming out of it or whatever, that's not too complicated because you've got banks and river edges. It's when you want to see like his feet trundling through the water and getting a deep pour and getting it transparent through without any air bubbles, and it's not the simplest. I thought it was. I've done it once before, but I did it with polyester, and it worked really well. And then when I tried to do it with epoxy, it's building up your layers, and it's an absolute pain in the ass.
No, Godzilla and Kong isn't going to be a deep pour by any means. It's
Well, if it were a deep pour, it'd be chuffing deep.
it's like just get a fish tank and just fill the whole thing up. Yeah.
Don't fall in it, Elston.
I'd like bring a little dinghy to go with me. Yeah. Has anyone seen Godzilla vs Kong yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So basically, I'm basing it on the Hong Kong fight.
That's a cool
Like,
one.
I'm hoping to try.
Hashtag spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm
They fight.
hoping to do like
No.
neon lights and everything like that going on, because all that, for some weird reason, Hong
That's
Kong
cool.
is like lit up. All the buildings are lit up neon, and I'm like, I don't know if that's real Hong Kong, but yeah, all the buildings just neon
I mean,
greens. And
if
pinks.
nothing else for the art direction of the film, I thought it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. So that's kind of
To do it, you've got to put CeeLo green somewhere.
CeeLo green.
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
yeah, why?
Some called Bright Lights, Big Cities.
There it is. It is.
Oh wow.
I said
People are getting treated. They're getting treated today.
city.
Rare treat. Rare treat.
And what's that other new song that's like really popular? Is it called Bright Lights or Shining Lights?
Blinded by the light.
Blinded by the Light. That's
Is
it.
it blinded by the light?
There you get DMC a strike now.
Musician.
Hearing you guys try to figure out the song is worth the price of admission alone right now. It goes. Y'all sounded this exact. Like I was just like, I have no clue what song you're talking about.
We should cover that with his band.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been blinded by the lights, and I don't know the words.
That is the words.
Is it?
That is the word, is it? Yeah.
Nailed it.
Close enough.
Perfect.
Well, I'm finished.
He's just like, oh, I'm good.
Well done, Luke.
And I'm spent.
Pour yourself another one. Pour yourself another drink.
How did auditions go yesterday, Colin?
I went really well.
Have you saved me a part?
I have.
Fantastic.
I need a female admirer for Picasso. So
Oh, I'm all over it.
I know you are.
And a Matt Berry lookalike.
And a Matt Berry look. That's what I really need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went really well.
There's somebody at the door.
I'm holding another round next week because the way it just timed out, we have the holiday weekend here this weekend, Memorial Day for us. So a lot of folks out of town. So I'll have some more auditions next week. But good turnout yesterday. So
Cool.
Memorial Day. What's that?
honoring all of those that have passed in the military service here. Yep. Yep.
You'd think we'd do something like that, wouldn't you?
I mean, what was it? When I was just thinking about it, there was
What do we do?
the porcelain.
Oh, it's
poppy.
VE Day. Yeah, but I mean,
Is
like,
it porcelain?
we
poppies that
celebrate
were laid?
we celebrate specific dates of like the end of wars.
yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
the World War One tribute was there? They were laying red poppies outside of the Tower of London around the exterior around the moat. That was really cool. Like where everyone's like hand.
They do that across the country. That if there's like some sort of war memorial in a town, they tend to do it around
It just,
everywhere, don't they? It's not a.
it just must suck if you're not in, like, if you were, like, unfortunately passed in a war that was not really well known, or people didn't, like, You know?
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
But
like whereas Americans have got it covered. They're like, yeah, we support everyone. Whereas we're like, oh, we only do the important ones.
Well, we fought in every war, so you know.
Dude. Yeah, we'll do our best to commemorate you, but less to support you when you're back after the surf. Like that's where
Okay.
that's what we like to do. Anyway, they
Fly in the end and claim victory.
yeah. Man.
We all know Scott's won it.
Yep. Braveheart.
I'm gonna go and get some
I
basing.
think, actually, no. Don't we have a Veterans Day?
Yeah,
Do we have
VE
Veterans?
Day, isn't it?
I thought VE Days.
No, that's VE Days, not VE Days.
Second World War ending thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Oh, is VD Day? Oh no, that's wrong.
He did.
That's a different thing that we probably shouldn't celebrate. Although, you know,
It was fun at the time, just not a couple of weeks later.
not
You
after
can
the fact.
celebrate the day when it clears up.
Yeah, if it does.
Well, yeah, if it does.
Oh man.
That stubborn case of the clap was, also known as the Long War around my house.
The Long War. Jesus. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's fuck around with that. Does it need to be that thick? Yes, it does need to be that thick.
Bit of patchy planes going on here.
Chip planes.
Oh,
What?
chill.
Hashtag.
You've not got a shield drawer, though, have you?
A full shield drop.
I'm going to get a label. I need to make a new label just for that drawer, just to put on the front of it. Hashtag shill.
I can't believe I got I spent like 30 quid on a t-shirt because of a comment. And a guy lost his absolute crap with me for, just trying to survive as a YouTuber by starting my own business.
How dare you?
How dare
You utter scumbag.
he called me a sellout shill, right? And I'm like, one, you can't be a shill for your own products because that's impossible. So I thought, what I'd do is I'd go out and I got hashtag sellout shill on a t-shirt, and I wore it for about 2 or 3 videos, and then like a week or so after, there was just a comment, and it just said the C word. I'm not going to say it. It was only put the end.
How Luke beat the troll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
30 quid. On a t-shirt. I wore it like twice.
Hashtag that's how you beat trolls. Just
First world problems.
spend money.
Do you know what, sometimes, because
Like
when you
we've just
when you used to
transitioned from talking about celebrating war veterans, remembering, and then it looks like, yeah, well, once I had to fight a troll.
you don't get anybody celebrating me beating that troll, do you?
I tell you what, I think it next, shall we say 50 years, there will, right, because we probably won't ever have a proper war again ever. The next war will be all these demotivated YouTubers. That's where it is.
What, fighting each other, or
No,
like
as in
fighting the
just
trolls?
Fighting the trolls and fighting Burnout.
I just had an envisage of like.
No, I don't think any of us have got the motivation to leave the house because we're just so burnt out.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, when you first said it, I was just envisaging PewDiePie in like the Thunderdome.
A field of YouTube trophies.
It's like not a field of poppies, just like
Yeah.
silver
No,
buttons,
it's all-
gold
it's all-
buttons.
It's all the silver plaques.
Yeah.
Luke using it as a
I
shield.
I remember the battle of Luke's APS not being able to think of a video to do this week. Yeah, life's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard painting soldiers on camera every week and trying to think of something else to talk about.
Preaching to the choir.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's an entire group.
Yeah.
Colin's all right. He just live streams.
Yeah, to be fair. Not having to script is awesome.
I think I'm done with that model.
I don't script.
Now you think you're done with it, Michael?
Say it again?
Now that you think you're done with it,
yeah.
Put an extra highlight on, or an extra shade or something.
Put a drawing on it, mate.
Are you trolling me, or
No. This is a serious thing, which I'm planning on doing a video on at some point. But to actually get better at painting, like to actively try and get better, when you get to a point where you go, that model's done, do one thing more on it, and do that every time. Push it that little bit further.
I say you get toilet paper and wipe toilet paper all over them. It worked well for Luke earlier.
There is a slight problem with that theory. If you do that every single time, at some point you will never finish the model. Because as you move on to each one, you will just increase the step by another one.
No one asked you, Elston.
Elston's just explained exponential growth.
Yeah.
Wasn't it an old tale that a guy in China or something went up to a guy and he said, "You can have whatever you want," and he just said, I want you to double the grain of rice on every square of a chessboard or something.
Something like that.
Some rich lord laughed at him and said, "Yeah, no problem," and he couldn't do it. Sounds like bullshit to me. Because can you imagine trying to get 1,000 grains of rice on a chessboard square?
I mean, counting 1,000 grains of rice sounds like a torture to me in its own right.
I don't know. Some people would paint them and call it a 3 mil army. Well, he could do what do you call it, Napoleonics with them, couldn't he? Because you just do all black hats.
Mm-hmm.
A line, and then a line of red, and then a line of black again.
And then all you need to do, if you want to wreck their army, is just pour water all over it, and they'll expand to become 6 mil.
Yeah. Or ogres.
Yeah, exactly.
Sticky, starchy ogres.
Yeah.
You know what? That was good advice. Already it's looking better there, so...
No, just ignore me. I don't know what I'm on about, obviously.
Have you painted eyes?
It worked.
Obviously, doing that works to a point, but then, yeah, you do get to a point, like Elston said, where you would just never finish it. But especially early on, if you get to a point...
with varnish.
Yeah.
There is actually, if you use satin varnish, it actually can make your saturation a lot better.
Brilliant.
Hot tip.
Hat tip.
Hot tip.
And then somebody's doing that to a 15 mil model somewhere in the world.
And get another model out.
Luke, if I sort out a Kings of War army, you're going to teach me how to play?
I'll get Lee to show you. But yeah, come over. We'll have a game. But I haven't played it for that long now.
Well, I've got some 10 mil halflings.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else to use them for.
Well, Kings of War is the best fantasy game. So
there we go. Do that then.
Are you doing them as so we play it half the size, or are you doing it so you've got millions of them?
Whichever's easier.
Well,
makes no odds to me. I've not done anything with them yet. They're still in a bag.
Yeah, but how
I've
many
been waiting.
There's, I think...
Elston, how many have I got?
There's 2 of the war beasts. I think there's 2 or 3 of spears, 2 or 3 of swords, and 2 of crossbows or archers.
When you said 2 or 3, what do you mean?
Of ranks of 5. I think it's 3 ranks of 5.
We're definitely playing it as in like half-size Kings of War, because a horde, if we were playing it at full scale but with 10mm models, you'd need like 500 of them.
Yeah, you haven't got that many.
Play it normal but half size.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got them, and I want to paint them, but I don't want to start doing anything with them until I know what I'm doing with them.
It was easy to learn. You'll learn it by like turn 3.
Cool.
It's my favourite system. It's just I don't have time. I mean, when I built that little Make Warhammer Tiny, we had a quick game, and I really enjoyed it. But things have just been that mental. I've just not had time. And we're building this 16x4 gaming table. I'm sick of buildings.
How many more have you got to go?
How many buildings have you got done?
Well, they're all assembled.
Yeah.
It's just putting all wallpaper and everything in them.
Oh, it's going to take a while.
And you know, because the first video I did, I assembled half of them.
Okay.
What I should have done is put all the interior stuff in before assembling them, and then stuck them together.
Yeah, probably would have made
But
sense.
it's so much easier when they're flat packed for cutting, because you can just lay it on and cut round it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, getting in there and going, oh, that's 10 centimeter, and then cutting it and sliding it in and going, oh, cut it too short, and then do it again. It takes a long time. But it's my own mistake.
How long do you think that's going to take you?
I'm hoping I should have it done it next month and a half to a month.
Okay. Is that the entirety or just the buildings?
No, the entire table.
Okay.
Yeah. Because once the buildings and all the terrain's done, everything else is Scenics. Which
We've seen you do that in a day.
yeah. Well, 14 hours.
Yeah.
Customers seem to think, oh, you can build a board in a day. I'm like, yeah, all right.
It's when you came to that weekend and you were like, oh, I'll teach people how to make a board in a couple of days. Like the first day, like everyone's done now.
Oh, when I actually taught people, and I did it over 2
yeah.
half a day, everybody had finished. I was like, it's a bit too quick. This is. Yeah, it was good practice. I'll just show people.
Would you do it again?
I would, but I'd plan more. Now I know how quick it is to teach people. Definitely do it again.
It's going to be weird going back to all these shows and everything like that, hopefully, when they all kick back into
I'll have
gear.
a breakdown first one I go to.
Just cry.
Just like, oh, people, interaction.
People everywhere.
No, more. I'll have a breakdown because I'm like, oh shit, I've spent money. I'm like, what? £3 for a bottle of Coke?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, show prices for food. Oh, God.
Because like you got to think, for a year we've been living off
like
just what we've got in house.
Asda and Tesco price stuff.
Yeah, and like your treat were a takeout.
Yep.
So you're gonna go to a show and go, that burger's, especially if you're down London, the burger's gonna cost you £20.
Yep. Yeah.
And then they'll charge you for a sachet of ketchup. Or 5p, mate. How about go fuck yourself? Ketchup. If you charge me £20 for a burger, you can put that cost in it.
What we should do is we should all go to a show together and just get smashed.
Yeah.
ChillCon.
When's
That's not till
ChillCon?
next year though.
Yeah, but
That's,
you know,
that's next August.
there's not going to be many shows this year, are there?
That we can that can be name it band. Next
ChillCon?
August.
Next August.
Next August.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, a band called like the Early November, and I was listening to like a compilation playlist the other day, and it was all like Midwestern kind of emo bands. There was another one called like Barely March, and it's all like themed band name. Like you can tell that they've all kind of like copied each other.
I mean, how to come up with an original band name these days is.
I'm just gonna go urine. I won't be long.
That's the name of the band. I'm just gonna go urine.
Yep, there it is.
Going urine.
Yeah, going urine. Going urine.
Techno band. Doodaloo, 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 stream.
I can't wait till we all get together and have band practice. It's going to be awesome.
God. Oh God. Personally terrified of that.
Well, Luke's got a bass guitar now because I dropped him one off when I went round to see him.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's in the corner, just to the left of where his camera's showing. It's
Hey.
like up in the corner.
Crack it open now. Crack it out. Just play some tune.
He's gone to the toilet.
I wasn't looking at the screen.
He's gone to urine.
He's gone to urine.
Yeah. Continue.
Stream.
It's like you humming that. It's just brought back flashbacks of the Blade movie.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
the
exactly
yeah,
what I was doing. I was
yeah.
like, oh, Chemical Brothers right there.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I got that from. That was just, good ears, bro. Good ears. That's exactly what I was looking at
Yeah.
or inspired by.
'Cause that was when it was cool to like that. Now,
Yeah.
now it's like, yeah, I listen to this stuff. Maybe when I'm on a treadmill or something.
Yep.
That just
When
reminded
did
me
we
of the
get
South
old,
Park
guys?
theme tune.
What is it?
I said when you
Oh.
were humming that, it just reminded me of the South Park theme tune.
Yep. I can see that.
So demonetized. Listen.
I've
I
made
got-
a chimney.
Sweet.
When we were driving home today, Shout by Lulu came on the radio, and I got way too excited about singing along to it and took the wrong exit off of the motorway.
Like
So, then,
So that's why
So-
you were late then.
so no,
Yeah.
I took the exit off the motorway up to the roundabout, and then got back on the motorway. The car like behind me looked, oh, it's a pupper.
oh, so cute. Instantly just got 4 more likes on the video.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yes. Eye poppers.
I bet
Oh.
I bet it's gonna shit himself.
With blue and brown eye.
It's super cool. Aww.
Oh.
His eyes are incredible. Has he got 2 different color eyes?
Yeah, he's got a blue and a brown one.
Should have called him Jareth.
That's where what I wanted to. Well, there we go. Look,
I thought it was Gimli.
I want Gimli or Gareth, but we've ended up with Merlin.
Merlin's a good name.
Well, it is
Tell
a
your
good
impression.
name,
Just didn't Merlin do some horrible stuff?
Depends
I'm
which.
sure a lot. You didn't call you don't call your dog Hitler, have you? So you know, it's, I'm sure it'll be all right.
To be that story told.
And at least Merlin's make believe, Ben. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Delving into this box of minis that Ben sent me for another mini.
Good stuff.
What are
Ooh,
you
what have you
painting?
got?
there? Did you mention what you were painting earlier?
I'm painting some more goblins. I'm on like a goblin spree now. I'm gonna do them as like a personal army as well.
Ben Jarrett. Don't we?
You what? Sorry.
You call Ben Jarrett.
I said Gerard.
Jared.
What?
Jared.
No, he said we could call Ben Jareth because he's
Is there some
on the Goblin spree.
Ah, right.
Goblin,
Goblin
King.
King from Labyrinth.
You remind me of a baby.
What bit?
I'm actually painting. You probably can't see him there. The goblin, like one of the Goblin Kings that's made up for Middle Earth SPG.
Cool.
Oh, you're so cute.
Yeah.
Think like shit. How can people like that smell?
There's something like, I don't know. It's like quite an endearing smell. Everyone else is like, nope.
Outside too long.
The problem is with that smell is it instantly triggers the memory of shit. Like, because if anyone has had puppies,
Well, it's
Yeah.
not shit.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's biscuity, but it's not nice. And because he's been licking my beard all day, all I can smell is my. It just look.
You put on your beard.
So, Ben,
Yes.
if we're going to go around everyone. Everyone's going to get to pick a song now that we're going to cover. We are super band.
Oh.
Next
Uh,
August.
My God, I want
So-
the second bit.
I don't know. As long as we want it to be. So what's your song?
Circle back to me. Let me have a think.
Ugh. Michael, what's your song?
I know. Sorry.
I'd be up for covering some of the Cure.
Okay, so Michael's out of the band.
Educate yourself about music, man.
Elston, what do you want to cover?
Meatloaf, Life is a Lemon.
Colin, what do you want to cover? You're gonna be. We're gonna have you on like a Zoom call, so you're slightly delayed.
I'll just have the tambourine.
With that exact face.
Yeah, that exact one. We're gonna have to cover some Meatloaf, and we're gonna have to do like a Bat Out of Hell.
Yes! Meatloaf cover band.
Into a Meatloaf cover band.
Yeah, dude.
That's like
That would be gangbusters. That would slay it. All
Yeah.
like the bar mitzvahs, all the weddings, like a Meatloaf cover band. That is
called Onion Loaf.
Delicious. That still sounds good. I'm fucking so hungry right now. I'm gonna eat that. This balsa wood looks pretty tasty. Dude.
Luke, what's your song?
Yo, sorry?
What's your song of choice?
My song? It would be Agadoo by Black Lace.
So there you go, guys. This is what you guys get to look forward to at ChillCon, live and on stage.
Yeah.
Now presenting next August.
Yeah.
You could put it on tickets, and then when people go, so where are they? You go, it's next August. Live band next August. Oh, stop licking me.
So, guys,
That hand looks really good on his face, Michael.
Cheers, man.
I've not looked
Yep.
at the image. I need
Oh,
to
when
do
you
that
said
now.
how do you paint hands, I thought you were actually meaning like painting hands, not actually painting the hand on.
What
the-
do you mean, like drawing my hand, painting?
Something just clicked. I'm only like an hour behind.
Yeah. Just a
Painting a dark model, like, it's totally different sort of approach.
hmm.
It's just dots, isn't it?
What, a hand?
Well, the hand is like a couple of lines with a couple of dots. As
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember reading it in the book as a kid and going, "Is it that easy?" And then I did it and went, oh,
Yeah, it's like, is that easy?
That literally just happened to me, Luke.
"Yeah."
Yep, it's silly easy. Also as well, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap it up around about 10:30ish. So we've got another 12 odd minutes or so, something like that. So if anyone does have questions in the chat, I know we've been ignoring you, and I do apologise.
I've been keeping an eye on it, but it's been really happening.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
How many people are watching?
Everyone's watching the Champions League.
15 now.
50. Oh, I'll just end it.
Bye.
Everyone wants to know. Rich Smith wants to know how old Merlin is, Luke.
He's 8 weeks.
Oh. And Rich Smith says, I agree with Benji. Puppy breath is very cute. Rich Smith, I do not like. I can't stand my cat. Do you ever have a cat? Like, does anyone have a cat?
I used to have 2 Maine Coons.
That's right.
You can't call them that.
What, Maine Coons? That's what they're called.
Anyway,
that's what they are called. Like,
I know it was
hairy to cats.
It was parent cat. Does Loki smell your breath all the time, Josh?
She what?
Does she smell?
Does she smell my breath?
Yes.
I mean, if she does, she must do it when I'm asleep. If she does,
it's that pure
weird.
vinegar.
The thing that I've experienced with my cat and other cats, like from friend, like they are like, I'll get close and they're just like, "What are your breath?" They're like smelling my breath. I'm like, "You guys are weird, fucking cats. They're weird." Anyway,
she headbutts my chin and sort of nuzzles.
Is that like some sort of like weird cat gang? Like, let me smell your fucking breath.
I don't know.
Said it. Come here, bitch. Let me smell your fucking breath.
The way my cat does it, Benji, I feel like that's not completely inaccurate because he gets up there and he's like aggressive about it. He's like, "Open your mouth," and I'm like, "Oh,
the fuck you been eating?"
This is no whiskey.
That must be a wet torta. I smell that wet torta.
Is that fucking tuna?
You need to get desk cam on, Luke.
Oh man.
Oh, battery's flat.
Benji, I'm so proud of you. Your camera hasn't gone to color bars once this stream.
I know. I've worked it out. It's yeah. It was a revelation when I worked out how to do it.
So basically, like sleep mode, then I guess.
Yeah, it was, but then I realized I could switch that off, even though I thought I'd done it before, but then I hadn't.
But yeah.
So yeah, it's a cool story, and I'm glad I could share it with you.
I'm having to say the remote control function on the M6 Mark II is just a game changer. I'm just like, I can use my phone to control my camera.
I can do that on mine.
Well, I'm happy about mine, but
I can't do it on mine.
But is it like
because you threw yours at the floor there?
Well, that and my cameras are from 2012.
Yeah.
I am jealous of the M6 Mark II. It's a hell of a camera.
Yeah, I'm still very much.
Especially if you spend another 500 quid and externally record.
Yeah, I'm still very much tip of the iceberg with it, but it's just cool. Just a cool camera.
Ben's just gone to grab a random cat.
Yeah, she was whinging at the door, so I thought I'll let her in.
And you're gonna open your mouth and see if she smells your breath.
There's no breath sniffing going on here.
Does Biscuit smell your breath, Michael?
No. I often in my chest when I wake up in the middle of the night.
See, they're breath sniffers. They're secret breath sniffers. They're ashamed of it in the UK. These cats.
There's more decorum.
Yeah.
It's like a taboo thing over here.
It's just like,
Yeah, we do not sniff.
We don't sniff. Don't sniff.
No.
He's asleep. Let's go sniff.
What they're doing do is they bring a full-size hair home and leave it under your bed. I know.
Oh, I don't have my cat. My cat will not. My cat is nowhere near.
How wrinkly them paws are.
Look at them. Oh. Loki
No,
is
like
the
little
cuddliest cat ever, Josh.
Yeah, she does like a good cuddle.
She likes the cuddles.
Although
Although when we got
like a baby.
Yeah, when we got home from the trip, our Ender was definitely in cuddle. He was like, "Where have you been?" He was all happy to see us.
Right, I'm gonna take this one for a wee.
All right.
I'll say bye, but I'll talk to you all after.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Don't all log off at once. It's only me that's going. So I'll see you all for the next one, which is going to be on my channel.
You said that last time.
Yeah, you
No, I
did.
did, but I've only just got my stuff working, and it's not really.
Okay.
You know, he hobbied this time on the stream.
Yeah,
so,
that's true. He
like,
painted a mini.
Wow.
And who finished?
Yeah.
It- I
I
mean,
finished building all my stuff at least. That's what I aimed to get done tonight.
I'm all ready for Mod Podge. Ready
Right,
for it.
I'm going to take him for a shite anyway, but I'll speak to him.
Speak to the bit, Luke.
See you in a bit.
Smell that breath when you're on the way to take a shit. Smell that breath. Savor it.
Hold that up again, Colin.
That's
Nice.
cool.
I got all excited from Slavko's use of the balsa wood earlier, so I was like, I'm going to use that on here.
Oh
So
yeah.
I just need to.
I just remembered something as well. Colin, you'd be interested to see this, but
Yes, let me see.
so I've got the beginning stages of my diorama on the go. So I've made it
nice.
I've made it incredibly difficult, and I've glued all the wood down, and now I need to cut.
And now you need to cut through. Brilliant.
So
I mean, it looks really cool. That looks really good, Elston. Is what do you remind me what you're doing again?
I am doing Bilbo in Thranduil's wine store.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
that would
That's
look
cool.
absolutely killer.
Yeah, those are literally just lollipop sticks or tongue depressors or
I
whatever.
love it. I love it. Are they just that? Do you didn't stain them or anything?
No, that's literally as they come out, and I'm like I'm in an iron about it whether or not to do anything because they're kind of cool like
They
that.
look really good.
But yeah, I don't know. It's the only thing I might do is if to like set the whole scene and get a color onto them that kind of matches everything else. But
Sure.
right. Quick question. Lord of the Rings. Actually, Luke's gone, so Lord of the Rings. Quick. Is it 13 dwarfs and 1 hobbit? Is that
Yes.
right? That's right. Cool. I need to figure out how many barrels to print. So,
14.
Bilbo doesn't get in a barrel, does he?
Yeah. That's why he's called.
No,
Does he?
well, I think it depends. I can't remember specifically from the book, but unless he gets in one after he falls in, the dwarves all get in the barrels and then go into the river, whereas Bilbo just falls into the river.
He sits
On top
I
of
think
one,
he sits on top of one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The clue is in the name when he talks to Smog and says that he's called Barrel Rider.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was one of the dwarf's barrels though. If he was on
Yeah.
top of one of the barrels with the dwarf in it.
Oh, maybe.
If you want some inspiration, there is a dwarves in barrel set on Games Workshop website.
I can't buy
There is
models.
actually, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Damn it. Okay. I've got to figure something out now.
If anybody will trade, are you allowed to trade for stuff?
Yeah,
Like, is that,
yeah, I can trade. So if someone buys them, I will give them stuff for it. So I've got lots of stuff.
just not money.
At that point, though, that's like
I'm not
that
allowed.
is essentially you buying models. If someone else
No,
buys
'cause
them
I'm
for you,
getting
and
rid-
then you just go, "Well, I'll give you this." That's you buying them, but with models instead of money.
Yeah, but I'm not making my pile of shame any bigger. Am I? Because I'm exchanging part of my pile of shame to get another part.
I feel like
If
you've
you
not,
traded
you've
a
not.
Titan for about 4 armies, then that's making your pile of shame bigger, isn't it?
Well, yeah, if I do that. If I'd go down that route. So, but yeah, if anyone out there is willing to buy them and then wants to talk to me about trading, I will happily do it. Or 3D printing services, because that's seems to be the most common thing which everyone mentions now.
Big news, guys.
Going to do something about sorting people out with minis if they needed them. Colin,
What?
didn't Richard say for this diorama challenge that he was going to sort people out with minis or something?
Yeah,
like
if you needed the STLs or you needed them to, if he needed them to send them to you, he will. So if you need STLs, else he will send you the STLs.
Does he have dwarfs?
Oh, he has everything. He has his part of his he's hooked up with the printing goes ever on, and he has access to the STLs. So he has access to a lot of Lord of the Rings-esque stuff for you. So if you need to pop on to the Crazy Crafter Discord, and you can head to that section of the share your work for the Lord of the Rings diorama and touch base with Richard. I'm happy to
that sounds
just
like
connect you to as well. But like, he'll hook you up.
Sound as a plan. That's cool. Because I've got barrel already STL. So I just need, like, if I can get a dwarf and then, like, slice the heads up, and I'll just lay all the barrels sideways and stick all the heads on, so they're all, like, looking out the side. That's
awesome.
That's the idea.
Cool.
Awesome. Yay.
Rad.
What's the time? So we're pretty much at the end of the stream.
Just to end on big news.
Ooh.
Walking down the stairs. You know, like this weekend, I'm working on my own paint setup. I'm going to build one out of wood, and there's fireworks going off. I don't know why. It's that or somebody's getting shot. I don't want it to.
It's at the end of the stream. It's fireworks.
It's Wakefield, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Wakefield. People get shot. I'm just waiting for because they're still using M1 grands. But I'm walking down the stairs. I put my toolbox on top of the big chest that we've got on the landing, which we put stuff in. However, Claire went in that today to get something out of it, and guess where she put the toolbox?
Where?
I think I broke my little toe. I don't know whether. Oh, for fuck's sake! I don't know whether you could hear me, but I said
they're celebrating VD Day.
No, they're celebrating. I broke my fucking toe. That's what they're celebrating. It hurts.
It hurts. You've had a rough go, man. The camera, now the toe.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking firework just went off over here. They're shooting it over here now, man.
Yeah.
It's a good firework.
Shooting the
from
VD
Wakefield
everywhere.
to California.
VDJ everywhere. Celebrate. We're international with this celebration.
The only thing that you don't know is America's now launched every counter missile going to.
Oh, there's our last cover, guys. You and I in a little toy shop. Yep, we'll cover 99 balloons too.
Nina.
Nina.
So was Spam made in Chernobyl? Oh no, that's not Nina, is it? That's who did that?
What is he talking?
No.
I think he's broke his toe. He's gone delirious.
It's that episode of House when like the marrow gets into the bloodstream and he's dying.
Who sang that?
Which one?
Who sang what?
Spam, it's made in Chernobyl. Who sang that?
No idea.
No idea.
I think you're making stuff up now.
I'm not. It's a great song because I were absolutely adamant that Spam used to be made in Chernobyl because of the song.
This is good. I hope everyone stuck around for this part of this. This was.
It's Save Ferris.
Save Ferris.
Offnet says if those fireworks are Pickle celebrating his victory today, I'm really going to salt.
Oh.
So yeah, he beat you, and he's setting off fireworks just to like gloat as well. It's disgusting.
That were after I stole his
Disgusting
burger.
behaviour. Yeah. and ate it in front of him.
Yeah.
And then what I heard as well, like what was worse as well, the other burger that you hadn't eaten that was meant to be yours, you just like threw that on the floor and like stamped on it as well in front of him, so you wouldn't even let him eat that.
This one. Oh, do you want this one? Gone.
Yeah. Only winners get burgers.
Only winners get to eat.
Michael, I'm just looking at the pictures you sent to the group here, and that turned out really. That looks baller, dude.
How are we getting these images?
It's on Facebook.
That's
By
magic.
a messenger.
Yeah, I've got
The way-
screens and I'm not even using them.
The way we've been talking for the last couple of months.
Yep, there it is. That's a good burp. Get it
I
out.
like how Elston's tried to end the stream like 3 times now.
It's,
And it just keeps going.
I'm just,
Gotta
I'm
end it.
just
You
be
have
like,
to
click
end
the
it.
button. Bye.
Right.
Right. Does anyone want to say anything before I hit the button?
Are there any more
Yeah.
questions? Are there any more questions in the chat? So I'm
Uh,
sure you said that you'd have a look and then you never did.
Yeah.
Do you find any more questions?
No. Pickle's
All right,
been
oh,
on
that's
it.
good.
It was just a couple of people abusing Elston for trying to come up with loopholes for his challenge.
Yeah. That's fine. I've already gone through
And
this.
then Boffnet crying because he lost at 40k today.
Yeah. And I'm not trading you a Godzilla. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll trade one Godzilla for every dwarf.
Would anybody like any drum furniture?
That's just what I was looking for. I need
I'm not selling
drum
it
furniture.
because I bought some for myself because I like it.
There you go.
I've got no room for drum furniture.
I personally
Mate, it's
am.
banging.
I'm more of a string furniture kind of guy. No,
What the what, Colin?
more of a strings furniture kind of guy.
Mm.
Your harp lounger must be fucking
Yeah.
awful to sit on.
It's a-
Just make a hammer counter, it'd be fine.
Talking of
Yeah.
cutting cheese,
yeah.
don't lay on it facing forward.
Oh man.
Right, let's release Elston.
Yeah, let's
Ben,
wrap it up.
where can people find you if they want to see more of your stuff?
Over on Benji's Hobbies on YouTube
Michael, where can
and
people
all
find you
other
if they want to
social
see
media
you?
sites as well.
Not one videos. That's it.
Colin, where can people find you if they want to see you?
They can find me over on YouTube at Craze Crafter.
Looking forward to the sarcastic answer. Luke, where can people find you if they want to see you?
OnlyFans.
And obviously, I am at the Pickle Jar on YouTube. Elston, thanks very much for having us, buddy.
No worries.
brother. Thank
No
you.
worries.
Yeah, thank you.
And next time, God knows what's going to happen because it's going to be on Luke's channel. So
I'm going to be in charge of it.
yeah,
It's gonna be the most epic transitions ever.
but the interesting thing is like because people don't really know us lot that much, but obviously your channel's got a lot more things. So the chat's going to be like far more insane than
I'm gonna need a comment reader.
we can all do that. I think.
Yeah, I tend to monitor chats and stuff usually when I'm on streams.
Josh is a good live streamer. Like he
I mean,
All right,
pays
right.
attention to his folks that are hanging out with him.
Right. Well, I'm going to end it. Until next time, everyone, be good, be safe. Until.